but of what RT had to say. That's another media based news outlet that
Oh
we'll
yeah,
get into more. But
yeah.
do you want to share that? Should we share that video right now too? We can
Oh
go
yeah,
and get.
sure.
So this kind of talks about a little bit what Eric is saying. Like this has been an ongoing thing, and before I even before we even say anything, just watch and kind of listen and understand. You know, the narrative that we hear, and then the narrative that they're speaking. These are people, on the floor, on the out in the field there in Ukraine that are saying this. Like, so
Boots
just
on the ground.
boots on the ground. Just pay attention to this and let us know what you think about it.
The French journalist has been criticized for claiming locals in the Donbass region are being targeted by the Ukrainian government. Anne-Laura Bonnell has been filming in the war-torn eastern Ukraine area since 2015 and spoke about her experience on air in France.
There are dead and wounded. I film them every day. I take photos every day to save as proof. I do not have any political message to express. But just so you know, this conflict has been widely discussed for a week, but it has lasted already 8 years and caused the deaths of 13,000 people. People are devastated. All of them are Ukrainians, and they're extremely surprised that Europe is now aware of the situation. All of this shelling, hiding and living in basements, heavy artillery everywhere. I was filming this back in 2015, but I repeat, this has been going on since 2014.
Sorry to interrupt. Not all of us know about the situation as much as you do, since you've been following it for so many years. Something you said surprised me. You said that all of those people are Ukrainians, and the shelling is also conducted by Ukrainians?
Definitely. This is something really important, and somehow it's being ignored. Residents of the Donbass began to be targeted by their own government in 2014. Russian-speaking citizens fell victim to shelling by Kiev government. It's true. I have proof. I can show it as soon as I go back to France. I have a whole documentary. It's undeniable.
But today the shelling is being carried out by Russians or Ukrainians?
The Ukrainians are shelling where I am now. The Ukrainian government bombed its citizens. Children had to live in basements for months. The film that I made in 2015 has proof of these crimes against humanity. I take responsibility for my words and urge you to watch it. The other day I was at a school. 2 teachers were hit by an explosion. Their bodies were cut in 2. I uploaded these photos to Facebook. I've met elderly women who could not leave this area. Civilians are falling victim to heavy artillery, rocket launchers. I'm not very good with weapons, but I can confirm that here in the Donbass, in the Russian-speaking part, residential areas are still being shelled today. Yesterday, Donetsk was bombed.
And you think these bombings are being conducted by the Central
it's
Ukrainian
just sad
authorities?
that we can't get the
Yes.
truth, and we're getting bombarded by propaganda. Every day I hear different stories. I hear that Ukraine's winning, and then all of a sudden Russia's still like taking over and getting closer to the capital. So I was like, are they winning or are they losing? And so it's hard to tell. I see a bunch of videos, but even then, a tank's a tank. You really can't tell which one's which. But I mean, it doesn't surprise me if they're doing that just to make it more dramatic. I mean, Ukraine's not known for being an honest government. They're very corrupt as well, and so that's why I don't get where's so much sympathy coming out of all these people and praying. I mean, yeah, of course, pray for the people, the innocent people of it, but the government is what's causing all this stuff. But people can't cut those two things apart for some weird reason.
I'm just asking the audience right now, what do you guys think about those videos we just showed you? Like, I mean, it's crazy. Here we are,
Mm-hmm.
telling the whole world to let's cancel whatever Russia was getting. Let's get rid of. Like we talked about how many companies have bailed out of Russia. I mean, we could talk about something as simple as getting a burger at McDonald's. You can no longer do that.
Yeah, and now a story.
And you think, well, it's just McDonald's, but like, what about the people that worked at all those locations?
Yeah,
like it's affecting Russian citizens that are innocent.
Yeah, exactly. They don't have nothing to do with it, and yet we're actually directly attacking, or those companies are directly attacking the people of Russia instead of the government, and Russia's kind of attacking more of the government of Ukraine, and they're tactically, from what I've been hearing, they've been attacking certain buildings. And this is where the rabbit hole gets even deeper because now they're saying that they're attacking these biolabs that the U.S. has planted there.